Home in this area, you probably have been affected by the huge drop in value. We've been following this story over the last few months for you. This has led to a surprising trend among homeowners. Jordan Burgess is live with why some are taking a drastic step.
No matter how you add it up, people around here have taken quite a hit, and you might be one of them. And maybe you want to consider what some have done, which is ask for their property values to be raised, even though it means paying more to Uncle Sam. Not much has changed at this house in the last 6 years. The neighborhood is still nice, the schools are still good, and the foundation remains solid. But when it comes to the value, the bottom is dropped out.
$40,000.
That's right. According to the auditor's office, this Inglewood home is worth $40,000 less than it was 6 years ago, which is why Sherry Nelson and her husband are asking the office to raise the value by $10,000, even though it will mean higher taxes.
We are not worried at this point about taxes. We will pay our due taxes on our property value, but we want it worth the most money that it can be worth at this time.
Sherry and her husband aren't alone. We looked into it for you and found that since the latest property values came out, 30% of the people who asked the Montgomery County Auditor's Office to have their value changed wanted it raised. That's compared to most years when only 5% wanted it higher.
People are concerned about what's gone on with their investments in general. They see their home as one of their largest investments, and so they're concerned about the value of their home.
Montgomery County Auditor Carl Keith says the new values have really brought the housing crisis home for a lot of people.
I think this whole process has shown that the reality of the housing crisis and that it is happening here, and that we do have issues with our housing stock here.
For Sherry and her husband, who may have to move soon because of work, the crisis is all too real.
That's why we're looking for any tiny little bit just to get that value up, so when the sign goes in the yard, we're at a better place.
And the auditor says a lot fewer people have asked for reviews than 3 years ago, 2,800 compared to 14,000. But his office has fielded 10,000 phone calls. And if your value is changed, you'll get a notice in the next month or so. Reporting live, Jordan Burgess, 2 News on your side.